From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. AccuWeather meteorologists are warning that tropical moisture sent northward by Hurricane Erin will trigger downpours that could lead to some flash flooding in parts of the Appalachians and the Northeast from Wednesday throughout the course of the evening into the early morning hours of Thursday. The heaviest rain will come from a stalled weather front draped across the region rather than directly from Hurricane Erin. A pocket of dry weather could separate the two areas of rain. AccuWeather's Dan DePodwin says that in a worst-case scenario, several inches of rain could fall in just a few hours along the boundary of tropical moisture, leading to major flooding in urban areas and along smaller streams. Rainfall rates may reach 1 to 2 inches per hour, with an AccuWeather local storm max of 8 inches expected for this event. Now, should these conditions materialize, significant flash flooding could result in inundating some highways and low-lying neighborhoods with deep water. From Wednesday throughout the course of the evening, the primary area of concern for heavy rainfall and localized flash flooding extends from upstate New York and southern New England to New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. Torrential downpours are expected to be highly localized, but forecasters anticipate pockets where a more concentrated swath of heavy rainfall could lead to an elevated flood risk. The highest risk for concentrated downpours is expected in parts of central and eastern New York, with another corridor extending from southern New Jersey and the Philadelphia area to Long Island, southern Connecticut, and Rhode Island. A separate narrow band of heavy rainfall may also develop along the Allegheny Mountains, stretching from western New York through western Pennsylvania and into West Virginia. As tropical moisture shifts northward, the zone of torrential downpours is expected to lift into New England before gradually diminishing by Thursday. Around that time, moisture on the periphery of Hurricane Erin may bring occasional wind-driven showers to portions of the Mid-Atlantic and the southern New England coasts. Thursday is also expected to bring the most hazardous surf conditions along much of the northeast coastline. AccuWeather meteorologists are now closely monitoring 2 additional areas of potential tropical development in the Atlantic basin. Both systems are classified as tropical waves, having recently emerged off the west coast of Africa. One has been assigned a high risk of developing into a tropical depression, while the other carries a medium risk of development. A third tropical wave was still over Africa and will soon move over the Atlantic Ocean. AccuWeather meteorologists are saying that the tropical wave currently assigned a high risk of development is expected to follow a similar path to Erin. But sea surface temperatures may have been temporarily cooled in Erin's wake, which could inhibit rapid development early on. Ocean temperatures along Erin's path may take approximately a week or more to rebound to levels more favorable for tropical formation. Farther east in the Atlantic, a second disturbance currently producing a broad area of thunderstorms recently brought heavy rainfall to parts of the Cabo Verde Islands, located just off the west coast of Africa. A steady progression of tropical waves is expected to continue moving westward from Africa through the coming weeks. During an average Atlantic hurricane season, between 40 and 60 tropical waves typically cross the basin. AccuWeather meteorologists estimate that approximately 1/3 of this season's tropical waves have occurred so far. That leaves 2/3 of the season remaining when sea surface temperatures are typically much warmer and more conducive to tropical development than during the early part of the season. Even if only 1 out of 4 or 5 of the remaining waves develops into a named tropical storm, that would still result in a substantial number of additional storms. The most active portion of the Atlantic hurricane season lies ahead of us, with a typical surge in storm frequency and intensity occurring from late August through mid-September. One key concern in the coming weeks is the increased likelihood of rapid intensification, especially as we approach the climatological peak of the season around mid-September. Erin was one of the fastest intensifying hurricanes on record, strengthening from a Category 1 to a Category 5 hurricane in about 24 hours. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. I will be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.